Very important message to start the video. It's Megan's birthday. Everyone wish her a very, very happy birthday. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
We love you. Do you want to expose some influencers? So I am in a bit of a unique situation where I have this YouTube platform, but most of you know that my real job is out in the corporate world, so this is more of just a side project that I have fun with. And to me, the influencer world is just fascinating. So I wanted to share some of the secrets with you guys now that I get to see behind the curtains, and I've been in this world for about 8 years, and I think you might find some things very interesting. Now, I'll start by saying I'm gonna be speaking in generalities. This by no means applies to everyone, but I would say from my experience, what you're about to hear is largely true. So let's talk about brand deals. I'm sure your favorite influencer has a discount code for a product or maybe even multiple products, and these can work a variety of different ways, right? So for me, take Cuts Clothing, for example. Absolutely love them. The first time I saw them, I wanted to be affiliated with that company, so I actually slid through their DMs, and as luck just so had it, the marketing manager and I had worked together at another brand that he used to work for. So small knit community for sure, but I would say more times than not, it's actually the brands reaching out to you when they think that you would be a good fit to promote their product. Now, let me tell you a little secret about brand deals. They can be an absolute pain for both the brand as well as the influencer, especially if the product or service that they want you to advertise does not integrate naturally into the content. And I've been in that situation before. It just doesn't work out very well. So the number one recommendation I have for people, if you're an influencer, if you're looking to get into this space, is partner up with a good agency. That will make your life so much easier, and they are essentially professional matchmakers. They have relationships with the brands, they also have relationships with influencers, so they compare the right brand to the right content creator to make sure that it is a win-win for everyone. But a word of caution, not all agencies are created equal, so be selective. There's different agencies popping up every single day, it seems like, for a quick money grab, and I've gotten burned a few times, whether it be not getting paid or just having a terrible experience. So now I will only work with one agency, and I know that they are the best. They only bring me deals that integrate well into my channel, that the audience receives well. So I'm very thankful for that partnership. So they're not gonna bring me something that's super off the wall, right? This is a health and fitness channel. So maybe they'll bring me something that's like a high protein oatmeal that is easy to make, that tastes delicious, that's gluten-free, that has plant-based protein. So if you are vegan or dairy sensitive, that it would work within your diet. So like Creatures of Habit makes this product called Protagonist, right? Look at this. All you have to do is pop it open, and it comes in a single serving, so you just have to dump it into a bowl. There's 4 different ways to make it. So what I did last night was I actually started to whip up some overnight oats by pouring a packet of this into a bowl, putting some water into it, and putting it in the refrigerator. Like, it doesn't get much easier than that. So I was a bit concerned last night because they were so runny, but everything solidified overnight, so it's got a great thick consistency. This is the vanilla flavor. I'm gonna give you guys a taste test here. That is delicious. Literally took like 5 seconds of prep work, which I like even more, especially for us that have busy schedules. So all I gotta do is put it in the fridge overnight. So there's a regular oatmeal, right? And then there's superhuman oatmeal, like the Protagonist. And this is a perfect example because everyone in my audience is looking for something that's high in protein, that tastes delicious, that's convenient, that's good for you. And that's exactly what this product is. And then you all find out that you can save an additional 15% using my link in the description box down below. So what's gonna happen? You guys are gonna be like, oh, that's great. You're all gonna go down there, you're gonna click that link, you're gonna buy some of these, and it's just a win-win, right? You guys are gonna get a great product, and the Protagonist is going to get some more recognition because honestly, they deserve it. Another thing I really like about this product is it also has omega-3s as well as vitamin D3, so you never have to worry about not taking your vitamins. And if you don't like overnight oats like I do, you can also make them into a smoothie, you can microwave them or just add hot water. However you wanna make them, they're gonna taste delicious. And as I mentioned, in the description box down below, you can save an additional 15%, so it's really really a no-brainer. So does superhuman gluten-free oatmeal integrate well into my channel? Of course it does, right? I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna go work out just like we would in any other video. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is why do all influencers drive luxury cars, wear designer clothes, and really live in a celebrity-esque way, right? I know some of it's gonna come down to ego or just because they make a disproportionate amount of money to their peers. But I'll tell you, a lot of this comes down to a simple business decision. And this is marketing 101, right? This has been around for years, but what they're doing is using these symbols of status as a way to put themselves in a position of authority. So maybe they're selling coaching services or ebooks or whatever it is. When the younger generation sees these fancy items, they're going to put the pieces together that if I do this, what they're telling me to do, or buy the program that they're selling, then I will get this, which is their luxury items that they're flaunting on Instagram. Now let's just be candid here, and I don't want to offend anyone, but we all know there's thousands and thousands of influencers and 26-year-olds trying to sell you their business coaching or mentorship groups or ebooks of how to find success and all of this stuff. And then the Range Rover that they own is being used as the prop on their Instagram pictures and every Instagram story, looking down at their steering wheel, and all of these things that they're doing to lure you in to buying whatever program it is that they might be selling, when in reality, a lot of times their only business is selling you on the idea of how to run a business. So they're funneling money in from you to afford the life to put on Instagram to bring in more customers. And of course, no one's gonna tell you that that's what it is, but when you think about it, you're like, dang, that's actually right. Now, if I was a smarter social media guru, what I would do is I would go out and buy a Lamborghini because I can afford it. It really wouldn't change the way that I live at all. It would sit here, I could take pictures with it, and instantly I would gain online credibility. For better or for worse, right? Perception is reality. For the rest of the day, we're gonna join Gucci Gang, we're gonna rock the rollie, and just see how the influencers really live, and maybe, you never know, maybe we'll like it. Alright guys, it is going on grind time right now, so we're gonna head over to a lunch spot called Nobu. You peasants probably don't know what that is, but we'll introduce you to some finer dining. We have our companion back here ready for a good car ride, so enjoy.
I'm working hard and I'm building my cloud, yeah. Believing in me, not hearing no doubt, yeah. None of these haters can figure it out, yeah. Like I'm a skater, skate circles around, yeah. Throw all my paper, I hope you don't drown, yeah.
Got you a snack from Nobu. So if you've never had the opportunity to go to one of the finest dining establishments in the entire world, let me give you a little peek of what this is. So this is fresh ostrich straight out of the farm. This might look like pineapple, but these are actually gold chunks with some of the finest lagoons. Lagoons? Not exactly sure what they're called. It's French, you guys wouldn't understand. But all together, it's just one of the best meals in the entire world. Okay, let's get serious and move into the next item that influencers do not want you to know. And this one is kind of sad, honestly. I genuinely empathize with them. And that is their relationships and friendships are very transactional. And what I mean by that is they usually befriend people that can add a benefit to them. So they're looking at the relationship as what can you do for me in terms of gaining exposure, gaining followers, building their social clout. And once that other individual can no longer be a benefit to them, they usually kind of leave them in the dust. And I've actually experienced this time and time again, especially, when my audience was much bigger, a lot of people would try to interact or collaborate or whatever. And then once you can no longer provide any additional benefit, you just never hear from that person again. And that's really sad, right? I mean, I couldn't even imagine. Me and my closest friends have been friends since second grade and high school and middle school. So I don't view relationships in that manner, but that's just the way that the influencer world is, speaking broadly. It's all about how do you get to that next level and how do you build as much social currency. And unfortunately, there's a lot of using involved. And that's a lot of things that, you just don't see or you just don't hear people talk about a whole lot. So for dinner, we're gonna be having some of this cauliflower ganache. If you're not Italian, you might not be hip to ganache, but it is one of the best foods in the world. This is from Trader Joe's in the frozen section. It's awesome. All we're gonna do is cook this up with some meat sauce and it is going to be perfection. Making you cook on your birthday weekend. But to be fair, your birthday's not until tomorrow.
That's right.
You know what I got you? A bunch of cuts. Look at this. Doesn't that look good?
Wow.
Just take a look at this beautiful creation. We have the ganache with the meat sauce, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. This is one of my favorite meals. Doesn't take much time at all. So if you have a Trader Joe's, definitely pick that up. Alfie, you want to tell your mom happy birthday? You just like all the cake, don't you? Speaking of, this is from Nothing Bundt Cakes. If you guys have one of these in your area, pretty phenomenal. We put a pretty good dent in it. I figured since we celebrate her birthday essentially all weekend plus tomorrow, so we've got plenty of time to dig into this guy. I really hope this video didn't feel like I was just picking on influencers. That was not my intention. I just thought it would be cool for the audience to see a different side of things or maybe think of things just a little bit different. I know sometimes we start to put certain people on a pedestal, but at the end of the day, we're all human. All humans have our own insecurities, and I would say even more so from influencers, mostly because they know that they have a certain shelf life. They're not going to be popping on the gram forever, and their future is somewhat uncertain in a lot of ways, unless you're one of the smart ones who build businesses and have businesses that flourish outside of their social presence, which I think is the thing that they should really all be doing. But that's just kind of my take on things. If you like this video, let me know in the comments down below. Either way, I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch when you could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.